everyone, you're watching Eagle News International, Switzerland edition. We live in interesting times. I'm Christine Benedicto. Today's headlines. A Philippine consulate is inaugurated in Barcelona, Spain. Migrants stranded in the Mediterranean Sea seek shelter in Europe. In lifestyle, experience summer in Gstaad, Switzerland. And in sports, update on the first matches of the World Cup. The Philippine government reaches out to Filipino overseas workers in Barcelona, Spain. Our Spain Bureau reports.
The Philippine consulate in Barcelona, Spain is once again open to serve the Filipino community. Attorney Chona Tenorio is the first Filipina named honorary consul in Barcelona. With thousands of Filipinos working and living in and around this Catalan city, the reopening of consulate to cater for their needs was warmly welcomed. On day one, many came to process the renewal of their passports and their dual citizenship.
Sobrang saya po na ngayon may consul na po dito sa Barcelona at mas magiging madali at mabilis na po para sa amin. Hindi na po mahirapan para sa mga applications o ano po yung mga dapat na dokumentong dapat ayusin.
The Philippine Ambassador to Spain, His Excellency Felipe Jalullier, sworn into office last May. Attorney Chona Tenorio is the new honorary consul. Attorney Tenorio, a Filipino representative and a proud member of Latin American Hispanic Institute of International Law, an international law organization which is consultative organ of the United Nations, is more than happy to be of service to the Filipino community.
I studied law because I saw what was happening before with the Filipino community. Because since they cannot speak Spanish and sometimes they just, keep silent even if they are being humiliated, no? They don't fight for their rights. And then I said, what will happen? There must be somebody to defend them, And now as a consul, I think I can dedicate all my life serving my the Filipino community because, I did a lot for my family and also for myself. And then I said, it's time to do something for the community. I just want to make my existence meaningful for them. As the honorary consul, my plans is, first of all, is to unite the Filipino community. And then I in my first meeting with the Philcom leaders, I said, I am an honorary consul and this is honorary consulate. This is not mine, but it is all ours. And then I need the cooperation of all the Philcom leaders because if I'm alone, I can do anything. Filipino professionals are very intelligent, they are very patient, and also, they are good workers. That's why. And that is my objective. To have a full integration of the Filipino community with the host country. I will give legal conferences once a month. I will also invite resource persons from the European Union and also from the agencies, government here in Spain, from the Social Security, so that the Filipinos will be enlightened. Because if they know their rights and it will open their mind, and they will find also a new option, or possibility so that they can practice their profession.
From Barcelona, Spain, I'm Teresito Yes and I'm one with 25.
The migrant crisis continues to raise tension in Europe. A ship of migrants end up stranded in the Mediterranean Sea.
11 children, 89 adolescents, 80 women, and 450 men. All in all, 630 migrants have finally set foot on dry land in Valencia, Spain, after being stranded in the Mediterranean Sea for a week. Coming from 26 countries, mainly from the African continent, but also from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, these migrants have fled their homes to seek a better life in Europe, knowingly or unknowingly putting their own lives at risk in the process. They were picked up from the waters on June 9th by a French migrant rescue organization during a 6-night operation. Their rescue once again highlighted the tension around the migrant crisis in the European Union or the EU, an ongoing issue since 2015. Italy and Malta had indeed refused to open its ports to the rescue ship Aquarius and left it to the other EU member states to take action instead. In order to prevent what are called voyages of death, France and Italy have called for asylum processing centers to be set up in Africa. They have also demanded for changes in the EU asylum rules in order to alleviate the migrant burden on certain countries like Italy and Greece. Italy criticized other EU member states for not taking their fair share of refugees. While the EU countries debated on who was to accept the rescue ship, the migrants' condition became more alarming as the provisions started to run out and people became more in distress. Spain eventually stepped in and announced they would welcome the ship. Malta offered to send provisions, and Italy sent 2 vessels to make the migrants' voyage safer. On dry land, the fate of these 630 migrants is no longer at high risk, but their journey to getting a better life continues, and the migrant issue in the EU remains unfinished.
Those were today's news headlines. Stay tuned for lifestyle and sports.
Welcome to Lifestyle, with stories on what to see, learn and experience in continental Europe and Africa. Today, let's discover how we can spend summer up in the mountain of Gstaad, Switzerland, and enjoy the scenery with your family and friends. Let's hear more from Theodeline Baisa.
Gstaad is popular during the winter season due to its perfect location, fine snow, and slopes. But its beauty is even more on display during the summer season. Switzerland is known for its quality lifestyle. Even in the mountains, luxury can be found. You can, for example, head to Gstaad's many boutique shops or stay at any of its many 5-star plus superior hotels. But Gstaad is not just about the expensive lifestyle. There are actually many activities one can do here where you are sure to spend quality time with your family by taking advantage of the greenery and breathtaking views. Why not go on a hike? You'll have many paths to choose from. Or enjoy the lake and go fishing. Or you can simply pack a picnic. You'll have many beautiful spots for this. Gstaad is also home to some big events, like the Beach Volleyball Major Series and the Swiss Open every July. So for a trip in style to the Swiss mountains, or a great time to bond with your family in a lush nature, come to Gstaad. Till next time, I'm Theodeline Baisa, Gstaad correspondent, and I am one with 25.
There you go for today's lifestyle stories from continental Europe and Africa. I am Mel Glauser and I am one with 25. Up next, sports.
Hi, I'm John Kevin Closer for our sports news. Today, we will bring you updates on the first matches of the FIFA World Cup. Let's hear from Carl Benedicto for more details.
The FIFA World Cup has begun, the football tournament that takes place every 4 years. And this year, Russia is the host nation. The opening game of the tournament was the host nation, Russia, and their opponents was Saudi Arabia. Packed with stunning goals, Russia won the game 5-0. Portugal faced Spain in a thrilling game that ended 3-0. Portugal opened the scoring, but by the second half, Spain was ahead. An 88th minute goal equalized the game, which also gave Cristiano Ronaldo his hat-trick. France won against Australia in the first match. France was awarded penalty through VAR, or Video Assistant Referee. Australia was also given a penalty. France came through in the second half, with Paul Pogba scoring the last goal of the game. The match ended 2-1. Germany had a hard time in their opening game against Mexico. In the 35th minute, Mexico's Hirving Lozano scored the only goal of the game. In the end, Mexico won the game 1-0. Brazil opened their campaign with Switzerland. Coutinho from Brazil scored a goal that Swiss keeper could not stop, but Switzerland fought back. In the 50th minute, Steven Zuber scored a header from across. The game ended 1-0. I'm Carl Benedicto, and I'm 1 with 25.
That's it for today's sports news. I'm John Kevin Closer, and I'm 1 with 25.
That is today's Eagle News International Switzerland edition. Thank you for watching and join us again next time as we bring news that matters to you.